Hi, I'm Graham. This is Man V Film. Okay, I want to do a Blu-ray review for the movie The Babadook. The Babadook is an Australian horror movie, and it centres around a woman who previously has lost her husband on the way to hospital to deliver her son. So it's her and her son that's alone. It's getting close to her boy's 7th birthday. They've never celebrated his birthday because it's always the anniversary of her husband's death, and she's missing her husband. She's got a very stressful job. Her boy is very demanding and is causing lots of problems for her. What happens is they get this book, The Babadook, and they're reading it one night, and it's quite a scary tale. The Babadook's coming to get you, he's going to eat your soul. It's kind of spooky. Then the Babadook begins to come real, noises are happening around the house. It's a typical haunted house, spooky type of thing. Something's moving in the shadows, something scutters along the screen, and it's quite atmospheric. Obviously the mother starts to freak out a bit, and the boy gets expelled from school because he's making these weapons to defend himself against the Babadook, so he can protect his mum, make sure that she's safe. He's falling out with everybody. The mum's been alienated from all her friends because of her son, and she starts to see the Babadook coming and starts to deteriorate, and it's quite a psychological thriller. At the end of the video I'm going to do a spoiler little review of this because I think I have to describe it properly. If you haven't seen it, then that's fair enough. After the extras I'll give you a score. The movie, you can go and watch it, you can disregard whatever I've said, whatever the hell you want, but I will be doing a spoiler review at the end. Special features on the Babadook are quite good. There is a original short that inspired the making of the Babadook. It's called Monster. It's about 9 minutes and it's actually quite effective and quite good. I like it. There's trailers from other movies that are coming out, including It Follows, which is one that I just can't wait to get my hands on. I can't wait to see that thing. That looks amazing. And it's got stills from the movie set when they were making the Babadook. There's 3 featurettes, and the featurettes are all about set design, making of the movie, one specific horrific stab in a leg where they use a big leg of lamb and they go through it and that. And it seems like people are actually passionate about the project, about it. If it's made in a low budget, although it never shows, you can see the sort of toll it took on the people driving to get the actual vision on screen, and that comes across really well in the featurettes. It's one of the better featurettes I've seen in a while. Talking heads, people do actually seem passionate, with the exception of one guy. The female producer and the director come across as really passionate, and I think they got the movie that they wanted onto the big screen. If you haven't seen The Babadook, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's a really good movie, but I found the first half hour a bit of a slog. The first maybe actually 40 minutes, it was hard to get into, but that pays off later on in the movie and it is worth watching to get through to that. The boy, especially in the first 20-25 minutes, can be really annoying, but that's the point of him. He's supposed to be like that, to show the stress that he's putting on his mother. So, get by the boy screaming, "Mom, Mom," over and over again, because that's all he does, but get by that, and the movie is ultimately rewarding in the end. Next up come the spoilers. Okay, this is your last chance to beat it. If you don't want to know what happens at the end of Babadook, are you staying? Going? Yep, okay. So, the Babadook is an allegory, post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, obviously the stress put in the mother when she's left alone with a kid, an unruly kid is put on her, is slowly, deteriorated. She's got the lack of adult friends and conversations. She can't find anybody that relates really to her. Even her sister just wants to sort of snap out at it. How do you snap out your partner's death? And because her child is a little bit different, a little bit, you could say he's like attention deficit disorder, or you could say he's hyper, he's demanding, he's always wanting his mum's attention, he's always causing mayhem, and it's just general boyishness. When he gets expelled from school and the mother has to take a couple of days off school, that's when the stress finally gets to breaking point, and the Babadook isn't real. She creates the stress, she creates the monster that could solve her problems, could make them worse, and it's really thought-provoking in that way, and I think that's what elevates the movies from your general horror movie. It has something to say, unlike the Deliver Us from Evil, which is just pure like, wow, spectacle, look, blood, not interested by. This actually has something to say about the stress, and it's nice at the moment. At the end, they lock the Babadook down the stairs in the basement, and she's out playing with her son. Her son's better mood because his mum's back to normal, and they've got a close-knit relationship at this point, and they've battled through their inner demons and vanquished them to the basement. And it's when the mum goes inside and goes down the stairs and has that moment of wow, and she's just taking that moment to herself, just to relax, just to calm the moment, to let the stress overwhelm her for a second, and then push it all back away, and then back out to the family. And it's just such a great film, and that's what pushed it for me. I'll watch this again, it was really enjoyable. It's just, on first watching, it can take a little bit to get through the kid who's annoying, but he's supposed to be annoying, he's supposed to take her to the breaking point, he's supposed to get you to the point where you're like, yeah, do something about that. Should you check out The Babadook? Absolutely. There's not enough horror movies like this being released. See you next time.